Hey there, foodie friends. It's Tiffany Foreman, your favorite Pampered chef consultant, always bringing you recipes, tips, fun, and more. Please excuse my dog. So today I am going to show you one of the newest fall items from Pampered Chef because it is like snack time. You know, like you've had dinner, you want a little something to munch on, so I'm going to have some snacks. So here is our new electric popcorn, pop and stir popcorn maker. So the stir I'll tell you about in a minute, but it comes all like this. The bowl is actually on the bottom here. I'm going to take this apart so you can see that it is 3 pieces and that the cord is all wrapped underneath here. So we're going to unwrap that. All right, we're going to put the plate back on and it sits right inside just like that. It like has a notch right there for that. All right, and I'm going to plug it in and then we're going to turn it. I'm actually going to add my stuff first. So it comes with a nice little card that kind of tells you everything you need to know with making your initial batch of popcorn and an initial batch of candied nuts. So we're going to do the popcorn side and we are going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. I use the cap because that's a pretty good measurement of oil. So you could use less if you'd like. You could use a different kind of oil if you like. I'm just using what I have on hand because that's how I roll. I just got that on my fingers. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our popcorn. I just have a bag of popcorn. You'll have to tell me what your favorite is. Do you like yellow? Do you like white? Do you buy a special kind? I heard there's other kinds out there. But half cup, put it right on there, and we're gonna put the lid on because we're making popcorn. You're gonna take the blue part off. It just screws off just like that. And we're gonna turn it to pop. And you hear it. I'm gonna move you guys closer in a second. But before I do that, I'm gonna add the other ingredient, which is some butter. I like my popcorn with some butter because then it helps put some seasoning on it and it will stick. So you've got lots of different options for seasoning. Some of our flavors are ranch seasoning. That is my daughter's favorite. We have a French toast seasoning you could use, make it a little sweet. You could do like a little bit of a kick, use our honey sriracha. The new seasoning is smoked Gouda, so you could have like a little bit of a cheesy flavor. You've got lots of options. You'll have to tell me what your favorite is. I think tonight I'm just gonna put some salt on it and eat it like regular salty popcorn. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit of butter here and I'm gonna slice really tiny slices, just like that. And I'm gonna put them over here on top of the top here where there are holes. And then as the steam builds up inside and it comes up through these holes, it's gonna melt the butter right on top of the popcorn as it cooks. So depending on how much butter you like, you could put it on there. I just kind of end up cutting it to cover all the holes. And there's about, I guess there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like a dozen of the sections of holes on here. All right, so maybe that's gonna be enough for now. And then if I want more, I'll add more. Okay, so I'm gonna take you down a little bit slower so you can see. I keep getting stuff on my fingers, but we're pampered, not perfect. All right, so let me bring you down here so you can see that inside it is turning around. So it's coating the kernels in the oil and it is getting them warm. So you just want to be careful that you're not touching the actual metal part right there because that's going to get hot. And depending on your kernel, I know some kernels are smaller. These are like normal size kernels. Somebody was telling me about mushroom kernels and like super small kernels, but you're just going to let it go until you hear a majority of the popping stop. So it could be anywhere from like 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes. And yes, I know that is longer than microwave popcorn, but you don't have all those additives in there that you do like in microwave popcorn that comes in those bags. So you can see the butter is starting to just barely get soft, but the sizzling sound you hear is the oil from down inside. You guys hear that? So why that is going, I'm going to show you on the card here that, like I said, it has all the steps to do for the popcorn. And then on the back is the candied nuts. So that is what you're going to do with the other setting, which down here has nuts. So when you do the nuts, you're gonna follow the directions on there. So I remember when I made, when I made the candied nuts on here, we put a cup of raw sugar, no, half a cup of raw sugar, a cup of nuts, a little bit of water. Oh, there it goes. A little bit of water, some cinnamon, some vanilla, and then some salt. They were fabulous. Like, you definitely couldn't eat just one. And I had to let them cool because they were very warm when they were done. But you let them go round and round until they get like a sandy texture. And I was like, a sandy texture. And then I totally realized what it meant when I saw that it looked like our sand here, because it's like a dark, a dark sand. So like when it gets wet. So here goes our popcorn. You see the butter is melting. Ooh, I can smell it. You can see the steam kind of coming out a little bit. I guess you could give yourself a facial if you wanted to. But it is popping. Look at that. So it's like doing it on the stove, but in a more controlled environment, because I always felt like I was gonna burn it on the stove because I couldn't get, like I was constantly shaking the pan. Here, the kernels are getting moved around with the little arm that's inside. And when you see the plate again, when I turn the popcorn around, you'll see how like it comes apart. So it's very easy to clean. And I think it's gonna be great for homemade gifts this holiday season, because who wouldn't want to do your favorite candied nut? So is your favorite almonds? Is it pecans? Because my husband says pecans are what truckers use. We eat pecans. And or walnuts, or just regular salty like cocktail nut peanuts, or there's going to be some other ideas they're going to share. There's some QR codes back here. So when the new season starts, they're going to have other recipes. And I'm always collecting recipes for you guys because I always want you to get the benefit of the knowledge that I've collected over 20 years of being a consultant, so that you can do different things in your kitchen, because we all love those fast and easy solutions. All right, so our popcorn's getting pretty close. Listen, you gotta listen. So what I did last time I made popcorn is I was able to move the laundry along, use the restroom, and come back. And it was like at the perfect, like just a couple of pops, and I knew it was ready to take it off. So I'm gonna put you guys back up on the holder right there so you can see. All right, and I think we are good. So I'm gonna turn it off. All right, I'm gonna take this cover, we're gonna put it back on top of here, and we're gonna give it like a little bit of a turn so it locks into place. And then I'm gonna tell you safety-wise, you wanna use like your heat, what is the word I'm looking for? Oven mitts. You want to use like an oven mitt or your microwave grips to grab it. I'm pretty fast, so I know how to grab it now without having to do that. And I'm just going to lift it and flip it just like that. So there's the plate. This piece comes off, it unscrews top and bottom. It is very warm right now, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to set it right there, let it cool. But there is my beautiful popcorn. So definitely, if you like your popcorn with a little bit more butter, feel free to add more melted butter on there. I just wanted just a little bit, and I'm gonna add, where's my salt? I'm just gonna add a little salt to it like that and shake it. You could even use like a spray oil on it if you wanted to add so that you can get your stuff to stick, but there is my beautiful popcorn for our snack tonight. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick video on how the new Pop and Stir, electric Pop and Stir works, and it's gonna be awesome this new fall season. Bye guys, have a pampered day.